Sometimes it's difficult to tell where your past ended, where your present began, or if you'll even have any kind of future. And as you watch your best friends risk their lives for a cause that was never their own, you wonder what you could have done differently to avoid it all. Maybe if I had just let my oldest friend go, or maybe if I had never gone through with that secret experiment, maybe I could have saved lives. Maybe if I had paid for my coffee this morning by check instead of pennies, or maybe if I would have never skipped my ex-girlfriend's birthday so that I could watch Transformers 4. Seriously, what the hell is that film even about? I guess I should start from the beginning. My story begins in Nazi Germany during World War II in the year 1965. I had lived with my family just outside of Da Nang, and back then things were simple. My best friend Bunny Barnes and I were inseparable. We were as close as blood could be without his dad nailing my mom and then having to get dosed with penicillin the following day. We had the kind of friendship that made most friendships on modern-day sitcoms seem like the people hate each other. We were as thick as thieves and were rarely apart. We'd go to films and new exposés on future technology, and we'd even feed ourselves to great white sharks just to prove that we weren't allergic to stacks of pancakes. Those were some of the best days of my life. That all changed, though, when Bunny was drafted by the United States Army to go fight the French and Indian War in Berlin in 1965. The Nazis had discovered the means of time travel by cross-dressing, and they wanted to go back in time and destroy America before it was ever even founded. An inside source had leaked this information to the U.S., and so began one of the longest wars ever fought between a span of exactly 2 months. Before Bunny left, we had said our goodbyes, but I think we were both kind of expecting him to return in a year or so, with stories of how he and the 146th Infantry Battalion killed a bunch of Nazis and then drank their blood out of miniature teacups that said they were made in Taiwan, but they were actually imported from Brazil. A few weeks after Bunny had gone off to war, I had received word that Bunny and his unit were captured behind enemy lines and were presumed dead, or just presumed no longer alive. It was a sad day for myself and the people of Da Nang, and like doing a picture puzzle while intoxicated, I wasn't sure where to pick up the pieces, or why my supposed maple tree looked more like a one-eyed unicorn that had been hit by a tsunami. A few weeks after Bunny's disappearance, I enlisted in the Japanese army in Quebec in hopes of going to Berlin and getting some retribution from my lost friend. Little did I know that my regiment was actually being recruited for a top-secret mission that involved turning one candidate into a super soldier. The Army and several scientists planned to place one lucky recruit into a device that was said to enlarge their penis up to 50 times its size. And if the experiment were a success, that super soldier would then go to Germany and kill all the Nazis with his big dick. Several days later, I was taken to an experimental lab in New York City where I was placed into a large machine after being hit with high levels of radiation. The experiment was an absolute failure. If anything, my penis got smaller. It now looked like a belly button, an innie. I did, however, seem to have several side effects of the experiment, which were my superpowers. I was starting to think that the world was out to get me, and I would be alone forever. Well, that was until several years later, when I met the Autumn Soldier.
So, tell me why you did it, Michael. Look, being silent here is not going to help your case at all, and if you're trying to protect someone, just tell me who, and I'll do anything I can to see that you both get fair treatment. Look, I can do this all day, but I don't want to. In truth, I have a date later. It's the first date I will have had in several months since my ex broke things off with me for accidentally shitting in her shoes on 7 different occasions. So come on, help a brother out. Look, I have my doubts that you were the mastermind to this heist, but unless you cooperate with me, you're going down for this. I don't want to see another innocent man behind bars. Your ass to get passed around like a joint at a Bob Marley concert. Okay, look, I tried to help you, but since you refuse to speak, there's nothing I can do for you. Well, go on. Eat the sandwich. Come on now, I don't have all day.
Damn it, I asked for no pickles!
What's so important that you had to wake me up? I was having an awesome dream about a Lithuanian prostitute teaching me how to make carrot salad using only some pickled eggs and an old map of Jersey.
Police chief that's been hunting you has been shot, and he's currently on life support in Night City Hospital.
What police chief?
The police chief that's been hell-bent over finding you.
Do you mean Morgan Fairchild?
No, you blithering idiot. The chief of police that has hired a task force to catch and arrest you.
So, you're telling me that's not Morgan Fairchild?
Look, all I'm suggesting is you maybe look into his shooting, because if you can help him bring his shooter to justice, then maybe he'll lay off you some. Maybe you can get that Red Panda guy to help you out.
I'll have to find him first. He's not exactly the easiest person to contact.
Well, a good friend of mine said they saw him in the red light district, trying to drink a box of crayons through a salmon.
That sounds delicious.
Do they know who shot the chief yet?
The higher-ups believe it was the work of the Atom Soldier. Either that, or we think that maybe someone just didn't like the chief's shirt.
With all due respect, the chief's shirt really didn't match his shoes at the time of his shooting. Is he expected to pull through?
It's still too early to tell. All I know is that if the Atom Soldier has come to Night City, then I hope there's someone here that can stop him.
I doubt there's anyone that stupid. Wow, that tree is going to look great for the governor's ball this year.
Thank you, Mr. President. I really hope to exceed expectations and win first prize with this birthday cake.
Just be sure to give a proper speech this time. Last year, you went on a rant about powdered duck milk and how you thought skinny people were taking over the world in tunics.
Well, in my defense, I'm not a grapefruit. Who are you, and what have you done with my nipple clamps?
It's me, Radcoon. You helped save me from that cross-dressing spider robot a few months ago. Remember?
Do you have any idea what this igloo is talking about?
Who are you talking to, man?
I'm talking to my friend Bert the Bear, of course.
Right. You know, I didn't think it was possible, but you might be more messed up than I am.
I'm a manatee.
What in the world happened to you, man?
The redcoats are coming. We must warn the town and burn all the livestock. Where are my oven mitts?
Well, I'm gonna go, but take care, my friend. I hope to see you again under better circumstances.
All right. Thanks for stopping by, Scooby-Doo.
Bunny?
Who the heck is Bunny?
As you know, you soldiers are to put on the demon's clothing and travel back to before the American Schwein existed
and we must destroy them. Our armies will be victorious, and by the time this Gulf War is over, we will show the countries all around the world that we are not to be trifled with.